Hello everyone. I thought it would be nice to share a garden hanging out kind of a moment. It's chilly and we had snow. It just melted, and there'll be more. But if you look around, things can grow. This is the garden at the local Montessori school, just a block away from my house, and we visit here all the time. And I just thought it would be nice to remind people that the grocery store is not the only place where you can get food. And when you create it yourself, you know what's in it. We know that there's a lot of kind of yucky stuff that's in our food now, and if we do it ourselves, then of course it doesn't cost so much money, or at least in theory. Not convinced that my chickens are profiting anything at this point, but they're bringing food, and that's a wonderful thing. They're bringing a feeling of empowerment as well. So here, take a look. This is quite amazing. I got my tea. So some of this stuff is just from last year's crop, but see the kale? Kale grows all winter. There's a lot of things that you'll find don't mind them. These guys are just starting to come back, but they were covered in snow. But even these old kale stalks, they'll come back. Look at that. Yeah, look at this winter garden, and look at that. This is broccoli. Yes, that's right. Broccoli does not just come from a store. Look at it. It's beautiful. I mean, it's not edible yet, but it will be. But I think part of this gardening thing that I feel so compelled to do and to share the idea of it is not just the fact that I'm going to get, we'll get peas from growing pea plants, and then maybe sometimes I won't have to buy stuff from a store, but beyond that, maybe I won't have to buy anything from a store, right? Especially for trade with our neighbors. Oh, it looks like you had a pretty good broccoli crop this year. That kind of thing. And then you trade for eggs or whatever, right? When we're out there in nature, right, or we're digging in the dirt, that's huge. That's huge, because it's grounding, and I was thinking about the idea of grounding. People talk about that all the time. And it's like, well, what is grounding? And so from an electrical standpoint, it's sort of settling the energy back into the earth, right? So you have the positive and the negative, and then the grounding cable. So you can't have a high level of energy unless you're grounded. And further, we have this other idea so like if somebody's silent on the inside, if they're calm, that's a stopped place. But also if they're sort of hunkered down and terrified and shaking, that is not grounded, right? You can be in a state of stoppedness either way. And so are you letting that peace in? Are you letting the silence in? That's grounded. And so when you work in the soil, when you walk in the soil, right, especially if you take your shoes off, even when it doesn't seem reasonable because it's winter time, give it a try. See how it feels. When you're hanging out in the technology, you're hanging out in that advanced human culture thing, and you're like, there's got to be more. Yeah, there is. Go outside, smell the air, touch the earth, say thank you to the mother. This planet is a gift. Say thank you.